on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Good job right there. Good job right there.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zones, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
14, 54. I got one. Under crunch. 40. 54.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I'm trying to collect. 40. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Lights 59.
Here's Wilson throwing again. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Joker. Pick the edge. Come. 18, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. 54.
From the shotgun, Wilson flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Right here. You got double time. Alert. Bring it out.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Swift. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Newton now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Tighten up. Switch.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Crunch time, defense.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
54 Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Kill him, kill him, kill him. 12. Jam. 14. Hey, one set. Check.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
On 1st down, Swift. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Tight end right. Bring it out.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And it's 3rd down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Let's get off the field. Be ready. Hey! I'm on.
Out of the gun, Newton. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. And the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Gun. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Play action. It's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
3rd and long.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Out there now, the lefty Tavecchio for the Falcon field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go for the goalpost. So
it does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day, baby, all day. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Wilson looking downfield for Godwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
3 down, 3 down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
36 power. Watch the shift. Rush in. Rush in. Rush 22. Jet cover. 22.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Bears 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control?
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Wilson. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Watch the twist.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Now it's Wilson. This is caught. And he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well.
1st down and goal to go.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Bears push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a... And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
Set. Look at it. Watching you five. 3 bucks.
The shotgun snap for Newton. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
He'll take his shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
That's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Newton. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Tyrell Williams. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. And a short kick taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On first down, it's Newton. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as the Bears push further out in front. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
Let's get it. Ready, to the set, ready?
Gonna give this time to the tailback. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Newton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
14. Check three. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Now Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Throwing is Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, I haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't like a target that size. I mean, that's a big, tall receiver, and somehow he missed him anyway.
Yeah, tempting to just put it out there for him to go get it, but dangerous throw and not on target.
Yeah, sometimes even a receiver with that type of catch radius can't haul them in if they're not accurate.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
To throw again. Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Green 80. Check. Watch 54. Watch the pass. Here we go. Hey, alert 3. Safe.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
At the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Bring it in. 50, 50. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. 20. 50, Max. 50.
From the gun, Newton. He's airing it out for Williams. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
There's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check safety. Check safety.
They go play action now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Newton. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Newton now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Ready? Ready? Set the tone, defense. Set the green. Mark 55. Mark 55. All day. Just like that. Just like that. 8. 55. Mark, God. 55. Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
To throw is Newton. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. From the red zone now, Newton. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And it's third down.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11.
Gun.
Now it's Newton. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Demetrius Harris there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And, Pointer, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Mike. 280. 36 power. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Oh, right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Double dog. That's the 12.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Check 9. Alert. Check 25. Check 25.
From the 40 now on second down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. The Bucs on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4.
Great. 55. Ball trot. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Newton now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Good stuff. Keep going now.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Switch, switch, switch.
And again, it's Collins. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Blue 15. 54. Mike, 54. I'm scared.
And they will take a knee here.
Wilson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.